Hi folks, yes I am recording the weekly video while I'm in my Gremlins PJs this week. That is the way of things now. Time keeps slipping away from me, so I do things as and when I can. I had some posts this week, so at least that's something, one of which is a known quantity. The other two are new to me, and God knows when I will get around to watching them. It seems like the more I want to enjoy my time, the less time I get. Life stuff goes on, work stuff goes on. That is the way of things. Anyway, the first thing I will present to you this week is Second Sight's lovely edition of The Ugly Stepsister. And this comes with art cards. There is a 120-page book with various contributors' essays and storyboards and things in there. Look for whomever's foot shall fit that shoe. And it looks like it's got a really nice list of contributing writers there. And then the disc itself, I mean, that's not a pleasant image if you've seen the film. There we go. I did treat myself. I think I went for I think it's a 4K set. I can't keep track now. I'm still, as I've said before, I'm generally, I'm not going to replace everything I had. If I have a decent Blu-ray, I'm not automatically rushing to replace that with a 4K. But if it's a really nice premium package and the 4K is an option, if it's something I don't own, or if it's something that's previously never been given kind of nice treatment, I will still tend to treat myself. And that's happened with a couple of things that are due in the next few months. So yeah, you will see those. Anyway, standard discs. I don't think it was worth anyone even trying to get these onto 4K. This is Wreck and Ruin, the Rubble Films at DEFA. I mentioned this studio, I believe, when I received a set the other week that was sci-fi movies, and this is the first film studio that began operating in post-war Germany, etc., etc. I'm not going to go through the whole history and context, but it is a history and context that make these an interesting selection of films that I wanted to check out. I really wanted to explore these. In fact, let me read you this last paragraph. Encompassing a range of genres, including the thriller, the police procedural, and the courtroom drama, and ranging in visual style from expressionism to stark realism, DEFA's Rubble films are bound together by a concern with the physical and psychological damage wrought by Nazism, World War II, and the Holocaust. So, yeah, seems like there may be a lot more going on there than you would perhaps get in standard disposable genre fare from other studios at other times. And there's a lot of nice extra features on there, a lot of commentaries, I think a 60-page book with some writing on there. So I look forward to trying to get the time to watch those. You've got The Murders Are Among Us, Somewhere in Berlin, Police Raid, Marriage in the Shadows, and The Bloom Affair. Interesting stuff. If you have already seen any of these, please let me know, because I would have no idea which one to prioritise or whether I should just watch them in order. And then last, and again, I apologise, I'm quite ignorant of this. I picked this up from Eureka and Sword, the Miyamoto Musashi saga at Toei. Now, I have quite a lot of Japanese cinema, and we've discussed some on the podcast. I have the Lone Wolf and Cub set. I have the oh goodness me, the Zatoichi sets. I have just so many different selections. The Nikatsu sets that were released by Arrow, the Diamond Guys, different things. They do sometimes all blur into one and get confused in my mind, because I've never sat down and kind of almost academically watched them and tried to recognize exactly where they're coming from. All of the main cast members who you keep seeing recurring in maybe roles that are riffing on their same on-screen personas, etc., etc. So even though I try to make a lot of time for Japanese cinema, it doesn't always sink in as it should. And a lot of the Japanese cinema that I've watched over the years, the Nikatsu films that I've watched are they're enjoyable, but they don't always have that one scene that helps to sear it into your memory to make them stand out. So it is what it is. And maybe one day I'll make time for some rewatches and then have more of a chance of things sinking in. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've never seen any of these films. Miyamoto Musashi charts the origins of the eponymous swordsman, following his participation in the Battle of Sekigahara, and traces his path towards the way of the samurai. You got Miyamoto Musashi 2, Showdown at Hanyazaka Heights. Miyamoto Musashi 3, Birth of the Two Swords Style. Miyamoto Musashi 4, Duel at Ichijo-ji Temple. And Miyamoto Musashi 5, Duel at Gamryu Island. So, yeah. Maybe that's the kind of thing to do in one entire day. A greatly accomplished samurai saga featuring two titans of Japanese cinema in Kinosuke Nakamura and Ken Takahura. There we go. So, they claim on the back of the box that this deserves to stand with the Zatoichi series. So I shall wait and see one day. I shall go through all of those. That's it. But the post, there is still more posts due in the next couple of weeks, so I know I will have something to share with you. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the latest podcast conversations. I think we've had some interesting chats lately, and I've enjoyed what we've discussed. I apologise if any of the podcasts have me sounding a bit out of it. It's very difficult when I'm on my week of earlies. That is when I get up at 4:30 in the morning, and if we are recording that evening, if I don't have a nap, then we start recording at 11 p.m. So if we finish anytime between 12 and 1, at that point I've been up for, over 20 hours. So it does take a toll. I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm sorry, I do try. Upcoming is, February's a short month. We have Tyler's Sex Worker Special, and yeah, that's an interesting mix of movies though. Tyler's picked House of Pleasure, aka House of Tolerance. I think that may be 2011. Dave went for Salon Kitty. Craig went for Kokomo City, which is a documentary about black trans sex workers. And I went for Holy Spider. I believe we have an interesting variety there to prompt conversation about sex work, about the legality and the repercussions of that being criminalized and kept at the edges of society, despite the many men who make use of that work. And like everything, there are a number of different issues that I think may come up in conversations there, meaning that although it was a Tyler special and some of us did worry about what we would end up watching for the week, it's been a pretty solid week, and I'm hoping it leads to some pretty solid conversation. that you enjoy. That should drop on Sunday. This will drop obviously today when I've just finished, and that's it for now. It's time for me and my gremlin PJs to head off. Bye.